There are two words that will strike fear into any EV owner: West Virginia. The state has no Electrify America, no EV Go, no charge point CPE 250s from Volkswagen funds out of the Dieselgate settlement. What it does have is a very few dealerships that were forced to put in DC fast chargers as a result of franchise agreements that are typically customer only or price gouging, leaving anyone going through the state who needs a charge relegated to AC level 2. That's basically it. That's where we're going today. Cooper's Rock State Forest is in the extreme northern portion of the state. I was turned on to it by YouTubers everywhere forward that brought it to my attention with a really high quality video that they did of the park. Much appreciated for them. The park is most famous for the Cheat River Gorge overlook, which allows visitors to walk right up to a rock formation overlooking the surrounding hills and the river down below. Besides the overlook, there's also an abundance of trails that go through very unique geology rock formations.
Your destination is on the left.
Nope.
28, then use the left lane to keep left to the fork. In 1,000 feet, turn right.
All right, this looks more promising. We've got several Tesla destination chargers, and I've got Electron Tesla to J1772 adapter that I brought with me for situations just like this. All right. According to PlugShare, I should get 48 amps. Let's see. Okay, so we're plugged into a level 2 Clipper Creek unit, which, in a cruel twist of irony, is directly adjacent to a non-commissioned DC fast charger. Probably one of the only commercial DC fast chargers in the entire state of West Virginia. However, we do have an alert coming up on the car for tire pressure. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Let's see where it says tire pressure low. So what happens in the Volvo when there's a dramatic change in altitude, oftentimes the tire pressure will trip and it'll say tire pressure is low, but really what's going on, if you're going up in altitude, your tire pressure actually increased. Regardless, I always bring a 12-volt tire pump with me when I do these road trips. So let's check the pressure. Okay, so the tire says 51 psi. Currently we're at 45. I'm just gonna pump them all up to 51 psi. This unit's nice because you just set the psi and then once it gets there, it stops. This one's also at about 45, so let's go ahead and give it some more air. Okay, that's 2 down. Let's move on to the front. Okay, this one's a little bit lower. It's at 42. We're gonna get it back up to 51 though. All right, 3 down, 1 to go. This one's about the same as the other front tire. And I think what happened is when I brought the Volvo in for service, which was its 20,000 mile checkup, the technician set the tires to their recommended pressure, which is different from what's on the outside of the rim. And the front he left a little looser, and the back he put at about 45 is all I could think of, because there's really not that much of a temperature difference and there's not that much altitude here. But regardless, we're gonna put this back at 51. Okay, all 4 tires at 51, ready to go. Let's go take a look at the DC fast charger that the next generation of EV road trippers in this area will be able to use. Soon to be commissioned by NLX Energy. This is their Juice Pump 150, which is a PTC power unit. Definitely needed in these parts. There's not much around here. Okay, so once we get going, I'll be able to set the pressure, but the car actually needs to have the wheels spinning in order for that to occur. Good news is the whole time that we've been here filling the tires and checking out the DC fast charger, we've been pulling 48 amps. I'm gonna hang out for a few more minutes in order to get a couple extra percent before heading back onto the road. Got into Morgantown, West Virginia with about 20% state of charge, and I was trying to decide what to do in order to get enough juice to get around tomorrow. And I think with the limited options that are available, I connected to a AC charge point at a Mercedes dealership. And I think I'm just going to let it run. According to my app, I'll finish about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'll just lamp in the car tonight. It's a rainy night. I'm hunkered down, so it should be good. So anyway, see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, it was successful. An uneventful evening. Had the pitter-patter of rain in order to lull me to sleep. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Here's the summary of the charging session. This is how I make coffee when I'm on the road. Sometimes I buy it, but most of the time this is the way I do it. Kind of particular about my coffee. My wife is from Latin America, and she turned me on to this Cafe Bustelo, which I really prefer. This is a French press, and inside interstate rest areas, there's always an outlet you could use. So I heat up my kettle full of water. There's not really a good way of heating up a kettle in an electric car because the kettle takes about 1600 watts for a short amount of time, and that'll pop basically any fuse that's in an electric car. So you basically either need to buy a $2,000 power station or find an outlet somewhere. And I'm not going to pay $2,000 just for a cup of coffee. I do it this way. Let it seat for a little bit, and then you just slowly push down. For me, breakfast is not that important, but coffee is essential. There it is, the elixir of the gods. The substance that keeps America running. Coffee. Cooper's Rock State Forest, West Virginia. This is the Cheat River Gorge overlook. I happened to arrive here just at sunrise, but it's a cloudy day, and there's clouds concealing the top of the ridgeline across the gorge, and you can see the river down below. West Virginia might not have any EV infrastructure, but damn, do they got nature. This place is beautiful. Wind rustling through the trees, clouds wafting by, beautiful river winding its way through the valley down below. John Denver called it almost heaven. Not too far from the truth. Oh look, back to Normalville, where there's DC fast chargers. Yep, works. I joke you not, that West Virginia is a forsaken land for EV owners. That place is madness. Dang. Maryland put these in about 3 miles right across the border, though. Looks like I'm going to be getting, maybe about 100 kilowatts. That should do the trick.
I'm here at the Sheets EVgo station in Roanoke, Virginia. After I finish up charging, I'll be able to make it all the way home. So, hope you enjoyed watching this video.